Episode 1, What is OCPD and how it's different from OCD? Have you ever met someone who's extremely organized, who holds themselves and others to impossible standards? Someone who always seems in control, but under the surface feels emotionally distant or anxious? Or maybe that person is you? If so, it might be time to talk about something that's rarely discussed, yet deeply impactful. Obsessive Compulsive Personality Disorder, or OCPD. It's often misunderstood and even confused with OCD, but OCPD is something entirely different. And in this first episode, we're going to unpack it, gently and clearly. Let's start with the basics. What is OCPD? OCPD is a personality disorder. That means it's a long-standing pattern, not just a moment or mood, that shapes the way someone sees the world, thinks, feels, and behaves. People with OCPD have a deep need for order, control, perfection, and structure, not just in tasks, but in life itself. They tend to value rules, routines, productivity, and morality in rigid ways. And they often feel anxious or uncomfortable when things aren't just right. Now here's where people get confused. OCPD is not the same as OCD. Let's break that down. OCD, Obsessive Compulsive Disorder, is an anxiety disorder. Involves unwanted, intrusive thoughts called obsessions, and compulsions, which are repetitive behaviors done to relieve anxiety. Example: someone with OCD might feel the need to wash their hands 20 times a day because they fear germs will kill their family. OCPD, Obsessive Compulsive Personality Disorder, is a personality style focused on perfectionism and control. People with OCPD usually don't see a problem with their behavior. They believe their way is right. Example: someone with OCPD may spend hours reformatting a report just to align the margins, then criticize others for being sloppy. So how does OCPD show up in daily life? Let's look at some common patterns. Traits of OCPD: perfectionism that interferes with tasks. They may start a project but never finish it because it's never good enough. Rigid adherence to rules, lists, and schedules. Even when flexibility might help, they struggle to bend. Excessive devotion to work and productivity, to the point that leisure time feels wasteful or guilty. Inflexibility in morality and ethics, seeing things in black and white, right or wrong terms. Reluctance to delegate. They may believe others won't do the job properly. Tight control over money, sometimes to the point of appearing stingy or anxious about spending. Difficulty expressing warmth or affection. Emotions feel risky, messy, unpredictable. Now here's the hardest part. Most people with OCPD don't realize they have it. In fact, they often see their behavior as virtuous. They believe being meticulous, disciplined, or moral is a strength, not a problem. And sometimes in certain environments, like corporate jobs or highly structured fields, these traits can even be rewarded. But beneath that surface, something else is happening. OCPD can lead to strained relationships, burnout and chronic stress, difficulty relaxing, isolation, a constant inner voice whispering, do better, be better, fix it, now. It's a silent pressure cooker, and over time, it can leave people feeling exhausted, misunderstood, and deeply disconnected, both from others and from themselves. So, can someone with OCPD get better? Yes, absolutely yes. But it takes awareness, it takes willingness to change. And often, it takes therapy, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, or schema therapy, to reshape rigid beliefs and build emotional flexibility. A quick summary: OCPD is not OCD. It's a rigid personality style centered on perfection and control. People with OCPD often don't recognize their patterns as harmful. While their traits may appear successful, the inner experience can be deeply stressful. Healing is possible with compassion, curiosity, and support. If this episode resonated with you, whether you saw yourself, a loved one, or just learned something new, take a deep breath. You're not alone. You're not broken. And understanding is the very first step toward healing. This is just the beginning of our series on OCPD. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into the inner world of someone with OCPD, the thoughts, emotions, and constant tension behind the need for control. You don't want to miss it. Welcome to the Thought Spa, your space for gentle learning and deep self-awareness. Comment "I'm learning" if this helped you understand OCPD. Subscribe to explore more about the psychology of being human. New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Your mind matters.